have always been an arcade wonder fan. From my days with the Dice Tower, when I got a chance to spend some time with Brian Pope, who is an absolute genius and probably one of the nicest people in board gaming. I can tell you that I always favored his games, especially after sitting down and talking to him and stuff like that. You know, from Mage War, which I always thought was fantastic. Sheriff of Nottingham, another great game. Sure, you know, I've always enjoyed those games. I just never had the people to play them with. And now that the Jarl's back, we used to play Mage War. We ended up giving it away a long time ago, and now I want to bring it back in, which is one of those games I want to play because he's back with me, and I've got a couple people to play. So recently, I got this game in, and I was like, oh, well, this looks interesting. And let me tell you something. This is something special. And we're going to take a look today at Foundations of Rome. Now, when I come on the other side, I'm going to tell you what I think about this and why I love this so much. So I'm going to go down. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to tell you all the rules and all that other stuff, but we're going to talk about this. And I really want to hit home about a fantastic game like this. And I've got things to say on the other side. Let's go down the table. I'm not even going to try to explain this to you too much, but just to let you know how the kind of mechanics work and stuff like that. You are going to have one of these glorious plate things, and make sure you put everything back the way it is, because and make sure this snaps down, because of course your old pal Rob, who is a complete moron, did not do that and spilt everything all over the place. Every building's going to have a value, and what you're going to do is you're going to have a hand, and you're going to have a bunch of these tokens out here, and when you're on your turn, you're going to do a couple things. You can either get money from Caesar. You can purchase a card. As you can see, these cards are going to have different numbers on them, and over 3 errors, you're going to play and try. And once all these cards are gone from each error, the game will end after initial turn. You're going to buy a card, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these tokens and you're going to put that on there. For instance, this is I9, which is on the other side of the board, because you have a 4-player side, a 2-player side, and you could play either side. So I9, I would buy that. Okay. Then the next player, what would happen is these cards would cycle down as such, and then you would turn over another card, I7. Okay, what you're trying to do is get the most victory points here, and you're going to do that by building buildings on here and building up victory points, population. You're going to put out all kinds of different things from your tray here and build it up, and at the end of each era you're going to get and accumulate victory points. For instance, here I have one here, and you have to buy something that would fit into a square. So if I wanted to, it would cost me to build that right there. Boom, I'm good to go. You have, of course, metal money that comes in with this, but you're going to be paying for these cards. And if you really want to stop somebody from a card, you're going to pay 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, but you're going to want to try to get the smaller cards. But if you see something that you want, you're going to have to pay to get more, and you're going to try to generate victory points. You're going to try to generate more coins. So when you pull coins, you get 5 every time you grab from the Emperor, but you'll also count up what you have on there, and you'll get that additional money. So if you can get the money train going, that's going to be great. And like I said, once you go through all these cards, then you are going to go and you're going to count up your commercial buildings, your civic buildings, your residential buildings, and your population bonus. And you're going to get victory points for all that, which is tallied here on this beautiful board, which I love when they put the divots in there and make it. And you're going to be trying to get the most population, of course, because you'll get bonuses for that, and the most victory points. And at the end of the game, whoever has the most at the end of the 3rd era is going to win the game. But this thing will absolutely fill up with all these glorious and beautiful buildings, and this is where you really get the thematic part to it. But wait a minute, hold on there, folks. There's absolutely more, because you could just play it in the regular mode like I just explained to a degree, or you can have monuments. Oh, monuments, you say? Yes, I'm going to pull some of those down. And let me look at the beautiful, beautiful. I'm keeping these in here because I don't want to dump them like I did already. These beautiful monuments, and they are going to have different types of victory points or situations in here that are going to add different things to the game. You can also play with objectives, and the objectives are going to change the game as well. You get a beautiful turn guide. Everything is quality through the roof in this enormous, massive box, where you have up to 5 players that you can play with, along with the monuments here. And it's just a game that seems very simple, but it is impossible to master, but has tons of replayability, because you can just change the archetype of the game and just make it just different every single time. You can play regular, add objectives, or add everything and test yourself beyond belief. There is also a solo variant, which I haven't had a chance to try, so I'm not going to comment on it. But if it's from David Terzi, then you know it's going to be good, because he's done nothing but great stuff. And I'm going to give this a try because I'm excited about this. But my son and I have been having a great time with this fantastic, wonderful experience, Foundations of Rome. So we're going to go up top, and we're going to get some of my final thoughts on this game. Dear Lord in heaven. You know, people think that, because I paint and, I do a lot of dungeon crawls and stuff like that, that I don't have an affliction for games like this. I really like games like this because Justin and I really like, or the Jarl as he's known, really like to go at it. We like to go at it and outthink each other and show how much smarter we are than each other. And we played this, and we had so much fun with it. Okay, this is very thematic. I mean, you saw all the beautiful buildings and stuff like that, and some people go, oh well, it's overproduced, it's this. No. What these beautiful buildings do is give you a feel that you are an architect for Rome. That's the whole point of it, and it does such an unbelievable job of doing that I really, really get sucked into it, and I really, really love it. And one of the things that I think has really helped Arcane Wonders is if you guys check out the channel, The Blue Player, my friend Robert there, who is with them now, and how he really brought this game to light for the company with a couple of videos that he did were just absolutely fantastic, and really made me feel that this was something special, and it is. Okay, this is an ambitious and fantastic product that Arcane Wonders has done, and I absolutely adore it. The quality is through the roof, and for something like this, it needs to be, because it makes it stand out even further. And when we were playing this, and I'm looking at the buildings, and I'm going, yeah, all right, this is awesome. I go, I don't need to paint anything, but laying these buildings out, I feel like I'm in Rome. I feel like I'm an architect for Rome. And then, after our first game, we played each other, and I said, we were thinking, boy, I could have done this. I think I got this figured out. And then there's even more things like objectives and the monuments that I showed you, okay, which, Colosseum, aqueducts and all this other stuff. And you add these in, and it changes the game because you think you got it. And then there are other things that come into it that change it for you and just make it so glorious. And this, to me, is a lot of fun. It works for me. I love it. I suggest you take a look at it and try it out. Check out some of the videos out there. Are some real... This girl did a video, and I think she did such a wonderful job just explaining the game quickly. And it's 2 sheep, 1 wheat or something like that. Go check her out. She's a smaller channel, but she did a fantastic job with this. And check out Arcane Wonders, of course. If you know the blue player, he's going to be playing the blue anyways. Check out his video that he did for the solo part of this that I haven't even opened and tried yet. That's a whole nother video, and I'm excited about this too, because now I can play it by myself on top of it. This is a must-have. This is a must-have, and for me, I am so excited that this is in my collection. Nice big box with big, good, glorious stuff, and bringing theme that is just absolute. It's not. They're just not blocks. They're buildings, and it's theme, and it's coins, which just, they always sound good when they hit the table. Everything that you need, and good, solid gameplay that you expect from our friends at Arcane Wonders. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.